Hi everyone, it's Amanda again. I know I'm always late. I've been very busy. My daughter is up for a very big award. It's the title of Junior Youth of the Year for the state of Delaware. So, anyways, we're almost done with that. We're also almost done with school. So, thank you everybody for following through with this class, and I appreciate your patience. So So my big problem that I focused on for this class is food insecurity among students in America. The goal that I have in mind is to create resource nights or events to provide different learning opportunities for students, um, caregivers, as well as students who are caregivers. As a person who has worked in an education setting with very difficult students who come from difficult homes, um, I found a lot of them tended to be caregivers for, sadly, at times, their parents or grandparents, and also younger siblings, cousins, a whole mix of things. So I want to make sure I reach everyone. So cognitivism co- cognitivism addresses how we gather, create, and present information to help gain the learner's attention, as well as how we sustain that attention of theirs and how we can help learners process that information so that what we are teaching them sticks with them and moves from short-term memory to long-term memory. Thank you, by the way, for the advice. That's where I got that from. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I want to create resource events that are hosted at local schools. This is to provide a comfortable and familiar environment for the students and for caregivers who attend. So the goal is to educate the students on what food insecurity is, how they can help, and where they can get assistance from needed. So these three main ideas are going to be targeted to four different populations. So elementary school aged, middle school, high school, and then adults. So each population lesson will be targeted. How do I word this? So each lesson I have will be targeted for each population for each of those three main ideas. So the goal is to provide different sections in different areas where they will be able to gain a lot of resources. So the goal is that they will have a better understanding of what food insecurity is, how they can help if they are able to help, and also where they can get assistance. I think a lot of students, and I've seen this, struggle to understand what food insecurity is. A lot of people think that it's just someone who is homeless, can't cook, has no job, has no food. But there's a lot of range and variety within what food insecurity is, as well as I know that students, if they do not have a reliable caregiver or someone responsible taking care of them, I think it's important that they know how to reach out for assistance for themselves so that they can also provide resources and independence for their own security and well being. Um, so each area, so the idea that I have is that a mini book will be passed out to each of these populations, and they will be able to rotate to different areas. The mini book is almost like an activity book, but it will be geared towards each of those four age populations. And each of the three main categories will be in this book. So they'll go to the different sections, different booths, participate in the different mini lectures or the mini classes. I have the idea of having a chef instructor, a financial coach, a benefits counselor, as well as our workforce coordinators or anybody within our workforce program that can come assist and provide information, as well as our volunteer room coordinators and our healthy pantry coordinators. So my extend out to other people would be hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, let's go over that. Oh, and so all of the lessons will be I knew I was missing something. All of the lessons will be hands-on. So, when they go to different areas, such as with the chef, I think it would be interesting to see maybe a small, simple recipe on how to make a snack or a simple meal out of food that is given from the healthy pantry. So, normal canned goods, dry foods, and things like that, and how you can use that to the best of their benefit. The activity book, as I also mentioned, will be have areas where they can answer and write down questions, take notes. If it's a mini lecture, it'll almost be like a worksheet that they can kind of follow through with, as well as pictures, flyers, and lists of different information. So it's almost like, hey, I need assistance with this food insecurity issue. And they can pull out the mini book and it'll have a bunch of resources that they gained from this event. And that's the idea that I have. With this, they will have a visual aspect, they will have a hands-on aspect, a vocal aspect, as well as a written aspect. So hopefully that helps connect everything to retain it. Um, so my request would be to all administrators and school boards. I would like to obviously extend a thank you for all that you do, and I would ask that you help provide the space within the schools to host these resource events. As I said, I want it to be a familiar and comfortable place so that more people would be willing to come. Um, I also ask that they help assist with the advertisement of these events by distributing invites to parents, students, caregivers, flyers, posters, emails, things like that. But I will provide those supplies. I just ask that they help distribute them with among the population within the school. Moving on to my next sponsor, I would like to, it would be to the local printing shop or office supply stores. Here we have, office or Staples and Office Max, things like that. And I would ask that they would help donate or discount those advertisements, as well as help with the mini books, things like that. I would be able to design and put it all together. I would just ask that they donate the printing aspect of it. Um, so moving on to my final one would be the Food Bank of Delaware, where I currently work. They have gained so many community resources throughout the years that I would ask that they help provide the educators and the experts. So the chef instructors, we also have the financial coaches, the benefits counselors, the workforce program coordinators, the volunteer room, the healthy pantry, all of that. Those are things that the food bank is able to offer. So I ask that they would be able to support with their time to help put together these mini lessons, lectures, and activities to meet the different populations. So I hope that my information was helpful. I hope that it makes sense. And once again, I appreciate you. I hope that we can educate and assist in the crisis of food insecurity, for our present and also future generations. The motto of the food bank is food for today, and food for tomorrow. So I can give you food today, but how can I help continue to provide for our community? So, all right, thank you.